Hey there, comic book fans. It's Rusty again with Collector Auctions, and here I am in the car headed down to Third Eye Comics in Annapolis, Maryland for a comic book signing with Daniel Warren Johnson. And you guys might know him from the series at Image Comics, the new Transformers book. He is the creative force behind that, and he's done other great things like the Beta Ray Bill miniseries at Marvel, amongst other things. Well, I'm heading down to do a little signing. I've got a few books to get signed. So once I get down there, we'll get those signed. I'll take a little bit of footage, come back to the house, and we will do a little show and tell. So stay tuned, sit back, watch the footage, and I'll be right back.
Everyone in this little section, hear my name on spiel. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, you did not. All right. Let me get you a bag, and then the end of the line will get my name on me.
So I was front row. Were you? Yes, I was at All Out. I got, so Brody King, he wrestles for them. And he hooked me up, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was shocked when, especially when the bag came out. I was like, wait, what?
And it was really fun because I was like I was watching the catch and Osprey really close. And Cat is like, usually, you know, when he goes up the track.
Danny, how you doing?
Good, dude. How are you?
Doing good. I was dying. I couldn't find your Beta Ray Bill books at the house. I mean, I was going through the collection, couldn't find it anywhere. So I was really trying to find those.
It's a good series. I had a really great time making it.
Oh, this is fantastic. There's so many signatures.
I've been working on this book for 25 years now.
Wow.
Well, Ralph, the Karate Kid signed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Where would you like me to sign?
If we can squeeze it on the page here, anywhere would be fine.
Right. There you go.
We've been doing, like, that was the page with stands on there.
Oh yeah, dude.
So it's
So cool.
good stuff. Yeah, I've been carrying this around since, I think, '93. So, do you mind if I get a photo?
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, I just finished up at Third Eye Comics in Annapolis, Maryland, and I had a great time meeting Daniel Warren Johnson. Had some great books to get signed, and as you can see from the video, I had all my books bagged and boarded, ready to go with signature windows cut. That's why you see all that blue painter's tape around them. I'm a little OCD about it. I actually put them around the edges as well, to just in case the comic gets banged on the edge or it gets dropped, there's even a little bit more protection than just the bag and board. But anyway, that means what I'm going to do is go home. I'm going to rebag and board everything, and then we'll do a little show and tell. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, I made it back home. I bagged and boarded all the comic books that I got signed. I took them out of those window bags that I had previously made. You could tell by all the blue painter's tape what those bags were. But I put the comics into new bags, and I've got them right here. So let's start with this right here. It is actually a new release. The Moon is Following Us from Image Comics. And you've got Daniel Warren Johnson writing this book. It's brand new. And I went ahead and got the copy, well, this copy right here signed. They did have some other prints at the table that I did not pick up from Third Eye. You saw it on the table. You probably saw some of the books laying around, some of the things you could pick up there during a signing. But I did pick this up and got this signed. But the big books that I wanted Daniel Warren Johnson to sign was this right here. It is a first print to the Transformers #1 from Image Comics. And there's been a lot of acclaim on this book, but honestly, personally, I can't say that I'm the biggest fan of the whole Transformers thing. It's just not my thing. Doesn't mean it's bad or anything, but I had picked up the issue #1 and a couple of other books right here. And like this right here, 4th print, you can see where he signed right there. It's a little hard to see, but you can see this one on the 4th print really good. And I had picked up, he had the free comic book day from this, I believe it was this year, right? I'd have to check the year. Yeah, 2024. It was earlier this year that had come out. The Energon Universe, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Like I said, it's not my thing completely, but I did pick up all the free comic book day books. And I had actually 2 copies of that, so he signed both of those for me. And then the first issue of the Energon Universe right there. And the silver paint pen really popped on that one. That one's really nice. I'm going to put these down. And then the last thing that I ended up getting signed was this right here. You saw it underneath the comic books in the footage right there. But it is my Marvel book with my daughter's book cover from 2nd grade that I absconded with many years ago. But in this book, this book right here is actually, it's called The 5 Fabulous Decades of the World's Greatest Comics, Marvel. And I've been collecting this autographs in this since 1992. And I've got just absolutely tons of autographs. But the page that I had Daniel Warren Johnson sign is right there. It's the current page that I'm working on. You can see it right there. And let's see if I can... It is right there. It's a little hard to see. He did a little remark and signed it right above the thing right there. And what was fun was I had just taken this to Baltimore Comic-Con and gotten some signatures. You've got, let me see, Ryan Stegman's right there. Got some other good autographs on the page. It was funny. You see in the video, the person that was helping Daniel Warren Johnson during signing, she's like, "Oh, you got the Karate Kid." And I just let that one go. I didn't have the heart to say that it was Ralph Macchio from Marvel Comics who actually signed that. But those were all the things that I got Daniel Warren Johnson to sign. It was actually very nice meeting him. I wish I had been able to find his Beta Ray Bill books, that little mini-series from a couple years ago. I wish I could have found that, but to be quite honest, I have not kept up on my organization of new comics for a few years. I mean, I've got boxes filled with new comics. They're sort of separated into publisher. It could be a lot better, I'll put it that way. But there was no chance of me going to find those books, and I wish I had found them for this, because those I was a bigger fan of than the Transformers books. But nonetheless, great artist, great writer. It was really cool getting to meet him. But while I was there, I also picked up some new comic books off the stand because I had missed New Comic Book Day at Third Eye. It's one of my first misses of the year not going to New Comic Book Day. And it wasn't the end of the world because there were definitely not a lot of books on my radar to even pick up. And when I got there, I did pick up this right here. It is the first issue of The Manchurian. You've got this Terry Dodson artwork, and I cannot say I am quite the fan of Terry Dodson these days. There's a few things that sneak through that I've really liked, but there's something about the art that's just missing, and I really didn't really dig this. What's interesting, the writer on this, and I could not, if you guys look it up, honestly, I can't even pronounce his name. He's actually going to be at Third Eye Comics, but during an evening signing session, so I'm not going to be able to go and get this signed, but I did want to go ahead and pick up a first issue of this series. And the second book I picked up was this right here. It is Wolverine Revenge #2. It is the variant cover. I wanted to pick this up because this is Stephen Platt who did this, the Moon Knight artist, and I had just met him at the Baltimore Comic-Con, and he had signed, actually, he was on that exact same page in the Marvel book. I couldn't point it out to you, but it was right above where Daniel Warren Johnson had signed. But I wanted, and what was cool, if you notice, he was wearing a Moon Knight Stephen Platt shirt as well. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. But, so I picked this up because I really dug the cover. The regular issue is one of the ones I've pre-ordered for my subscription service, so I didn't pick that up. But I'm kind of glad I didn't go on New Comic Book Day because these are the only two books I was really interested in. I had a couple other things on the list, but they weren't really available, and I'm not really concerned about it too much. So skipping that New Comic Book Day wasn't bad, but getting to meet Daniel Warren Johnson was the big thing today. Had a great time. You guys need to check out Third Eye Comics website and check out their future signings. They've got Scott Snyder coming up. They've got Trish Foistner with Tony Fleeks coming back again to Third Eye. So they've got some really good signings coming up over the next month or so. And I continue to go to these. It's really good, especially when they do these on Saturday mornings. And I'm able to go to those. Whereas the one signing, like I said, of the writer from the Manchurian, it's a nighttime one, and I just can't go because I have a work schedule at Amazon where I work from early evening until really early in the morning. So it is a complete nighttime shift, and I'm not able to go at night on these things. But for the daytime signings like this one, it was great. It was able to go down there, no problem at all. So I want to thank Third Eye Comics for holding such a great event. And I hope Third Eye the people there actually get to watch these videos because I spotlight them almost every week on my New Comic Day videos. So I hope they're getting something out of it and hope they get to enjoy these shows as much as I love putting them out. So that's it, guys. Definitely leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the books that got signed. If you've ever got to meet Daniel Warren Johnson, and what do you think about the work that he puts out? I'd love to know. Like I said, just put a comment in the comment section. And if you enjoy these type of videos, definitely give me a like, slap the subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the future episodes that I put out each and every week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm losing the voice again. Yet again, I'm losing the voice. Guys, take care. Have a great day. And remember, every comic has a story.